The A-10's fate sparks a heated debate between two groups. On one side are those who advocate for modernization, focusing on budget and speed. On the other are military personnel who understand the value of effective air support. It's interesting that some try to justify retiring the A-10 not by its performance, but by its old appearance. However, pilots and infantry love this plane, knowing it's a reliable friend in combat. So, why does the A-10 evoke strong emotions? How did this rugged, noisy plane become a symbol of efficiency despite the existence of stealth fighters? In the late 1960s, the US urgently needed a specialized aircraft to support ground troops. During the Vietnam War, the Air Force's main close-air support plane was the Douglas A-1 Sky Raider, a propeller-driven aircraft from the 1940s. It was slow, vulnerable to ground fire, and lightly armed, resulting in significant losses. In September 1966, General John P. McConnell, the U.S. Air Force's Chief of Staff, ordered the development of a new close-air support aircraft under the AX program. A year later, 21 defense contractors were invited to submit proposals. However, the final requirements weren't finalized until spring 1970. The Air Force specified that the new aircraft should have a maximum speed of 460 mph, a mission radius of 285 miles, an external load capacity of up to 16,000 pounds, a takeoff distance of 4,000 feet, and a price tag of no more than $1.4 million, approximately $12 million today. The A-10 was the first U.S. Air Force plane designed specifically for close air support, CAS. It's often joked that it was built around a gun, and that's somewhat true. Along with the request for the aircraft, the Air Force also asked for a 30mm rotary cannon with a high rate of fire. After a long selection process, Fairchild Republic was chosen to build the plane, and General Electric was chosen for the cannon. The A-10's design focuses on supporting ground troops. It's meant to stay over the battlefield, striking repeatedly. The designers simplified the technical solutions to make it effective. The engines are mounted high on the fuselage, away from potential damage, and can even operate while being serviced on the ground. This reduces the time it takes to get back into combat. The A-10's engines are protected by firewalls and fire suppression equipment. The fuel tanks are positioned close to the center and separated from the fuselage, making it harder for enemy shells to hit them. If damaged, the fuel lines are self-sealing, and the check valves prevent fuel from entering the damaged tank. Most of the fuel system components are inside the tanks, so component failure won't result in fuel loss. Even if all 4 fuel tanks are destroyed, the A-10 has a self-sealing fuel system that guarantees a fuel reserve of at least 230 miles. This has been proven by A-10 pilots in combat. The plane's nickname, Warthog, comes from its appearance, but it's practically indestructible. It can survive direct hits from 23mm shells, has dual redundancy of hydraulic flight systems, and a mechanical system as a backup. The cockpit and flight control systems are protected by 12,200 pounds of titanium armor, which can withstand 23mm cannon fire. The windshield and canopy are resistant to small arms fire. About 6% of the A-10's empty weight is armor. To confuse enemies, many A-10s have a fake canopy painted on the underside, making it hard to determine the plane's position and direction. The A-10's greatest asset is its GAU-8 Avenger cannon, one of the most powerful aircraft cannons ever created. It's a hydraulic 7-barreled Gatling gun that can fire 3,900 rounds per minute. The gun's design uses aluminum alloy casings, which allow for 30% more ammunition capacity for a given weight. The cannon is so big that maintenance personnel need to install a jack under the tail of the aircraft to remove it. Over the years, the A-10 has received several updates. In the late 1970s, it got a pave-penny laser receiver, which allowed it to engage targets more precisely. In the 1980s, it received an inertial navigation system, and in the 1990s, it got the Low-Altitude Safety and Targeting Enhancement LAN-TIR-N system, which provided computerized weapons guidance and a terrain warning system. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, the A-10 received the Global Positioning System navigation system and multifunctional displays. The Air Force also planned to replace the engines with new ones, but it would have cost over $2 billion, so the idea was shelved. Instead, the Air Force went through a wing replacement process in the 2010s, as they calculated that they were at risk of running out of power by 2011. The new wings installed under the Tusk program significantly improved the A-10's readiness for new missions, reduced maintenance costs, and extended its lifespan until at least 2035. Later in 2016, Boeing announced that the A-10 with new wings would remain in service without problems until 2040. The upgrade from A-10A to A-10C was a major improvement. Between 2005 and 2011, the entire fleet of 356 A-10s received significant upgrades, including all-weather capability, improved fire control systems, electronic countermeasures, smart bomb guidance, and modern communication systems. The cockpit was also improved with multifunction displays and a hands-on throttle and stick configuration. The Suite 10 update included multiple target list improvements, allowing pilots to engage multiple targets with different types of weapons in a single pass. The aircraft also received full integration of the Advanced Precision Kill Weapon System, APKWS, laser guidance system. As of 2024, the U.S. Air Force had 218 A-10s in service, but Military High Command believes that these aircraft have limited survivability in future high-level operations. However, Congress has prevented regular attempts to retire the A-10 fleet, and they continue to carry out combat missions. Recently, A-10s were sent to the Middle East amid fears of further escalation of the conflict between Israel and Iran. They have been used extensively to strike across Syria, and speculation has followed that they could be transferred to foreign air forces like Jordan or Ukraine after the U.S. Air Force retires them. The A-10 is more than just a plane. It's a philosophy that prioritizes supporting soldiers on the battlefield above all else. It's a rare example of technology that remains valuable because of its idea, not just its technology. As long as there's a need to support soldiers, the A-10 will remain relevant. The A-10 is a hero that rarely gets attention, but it consistently performs its duties with extreme effectiveness. Now it's up to you to decide who might replace this legendary aircraft. Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.